All right. Hey, everybody. It is Ellen Lewis.
And Ginny.
And we are live. Why is this not going live? Yes, there it is. All right. Hooray. Ha, ha, ha. I love that. So tonight we are looking at Rowan 76. Which
the new magazine, right?
Which isn't here.
Which isn't here. Yeah, it's not here for you.
Yeah.
We actually have a copy.
I know.
But we're the only ones in the whole wide world.
Well, probably not the whole wide world, but close.
But close.
Close
in the U.S.?
No, okay.
In Eastern U.S.?
All the flagship stores got one. Flagship store owners got one of these magazines.
Which is like gold,
right? And I just want everybody to know that I ordered 10 packs, which is quite a big order of magazines.
And very heavy, let me tell you. And the way they come in, they're all marked fragile.
And they're bubble wrapped.
They're bubble wrapped
and
they're marked
stuff.
fragile.
They feel like one of those cocoon things, you know? Like you got to unwind it.
We have to keep unwinding all of the wrapping around them to get to the magazines.
Right.
But I always just like the word that they have fragile on there.
Well, nobody wants their magazine to arrive beat up.
No, they don't.
No, nobody wants it to arrive beat up. So I love Rowan because they're so organized and everything is all together. And, the launch is on September 1st, and the stores, especially a flagship store like us, we get our stuff like the week before. And, it was this huge, massive order, dozens and dozens of boxes of this and that. So I knew that everything was there. And so I went ahead and put the books online because I knew they were there. I knew we had them in stock. So I put all of the books that we had ordered online. And I'm very sad to say that they're not coming until next week. So they won't arrive here in the store until next week. And then I will ship them out, I swear to you, as soon as we get them. So if you have pre-ordered it or you ordered it, my most humble, sincere, and abject apologies. I am not worthy.
Yes, we will do our best as soon as they come in to get them out to you, right, as soon as we possibly can.
Absolutely.
We are at the mercy of the shipping people.
Yes.
Wherever they might be.
But enough of that misery. Let's greet our lovely guests. Okay, who is here with us? How nice. It's so nice to see you. Thank you so much for saying hi and for being here. All right. Hi, Maria and Barbara. Lovely to see you. And Amelia and Sandy and Anna.
Hi.
All right. The magazines are beautifully put together. Hey, Jal. Yes, they are beautifully put together. So I do love the Rowan magazines. So I thought it would be fun. We're going to share with you the designs. And like I said, we do have the magazine here. And as I say, every time I hold one of these magazines in my hand, I think, these are so nice.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they are beautifully put together, and the photography is just spectacular of all of these things, and so
they really think it through.
You're going to get to see big pictures of them tonight of what's in the magazine because Ellen's done a really good job of putting this together for you.
Thank you.
Right, so that Ellen does all the work. I just come in.
Well, we're live tonight, but for the next 3 weeks, we are going to be presenting things that we are busily pre-recording. So I pre-recorded today an interview with the adorable women behind Mode, the Quail Studio women. I won't call them girls, although they are young enough to be my daughter. So cute. But Emma Brandt and Georgina Brandt, and they're just absolutely charming, and they talk all about Mode. So we talked about the new Mode thing, and I'll be showing that, not next week, because next week we're pre-recording the Mode yarns.
The yarns.
So for the
we're going to talk about the yarns, right? Which just came in. So
yes, and
we're
they're beautiful.
Excited about those.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we've been swatching away.
Yeah.
And then the next week, we are going to be talking about the Mode patterns. So they have a whole new concept, and their patterns are just amazing. And we're excited.
Yeah.
We're excited about that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
we do have to do it in advance, so
right.
it won't be live.
No, it won't be live. And what I've noticed is when I record something and then I send it to like go live through my streaming software, when it first goes, apparently it's kind of fuzzy. Somebody said last time that when they were first watching it, it was a little bit fuzzy because it hadn't what's the word?
Aged.
It hadn't resolved. You know,
resolved.
They
Okay.
load it all up
Much better
there,
word than aged.
and then it's, you know, it has to kind of get all loaded. It's sort of pixelated or fuzzy
okay,
at
that
the
sort
start.
of stuff. Yeah. Mhm.
So I can't decide whether I'm going to like do it like it's live or just have the video go live at 7 o'clock on those days. So tell me in the chat which you think is better and whether you have ever noticed, like if you were watching live and I have something pre-recorded, if you've ever noticed that it's fuzzy. There was only one comment, and when I looked at the video, it wasn't fuzzy, but of course that
You
was
were looking
hours
at it
later.
Hours later, yeah.
Right, hours later. So let's see, we have other people. Ooh, Jal's in the Outer Banks. How nice for you. Do you always go in September, kind of after the rush? That's such a smart thing to do. Hey, Phyllis. Hey, Denise. Hey, Terry and Rita and Amy. Ooh, Amy just finished a new sweater in Cotton Revive. Oh, so
okay.
cute. Yep.
All right.
Hey, Eveline. Hey,
Eveline.
Marcia. Nice to see you guys. Yeah. So, so this season's Rowan magazine is, they call it Heritage.
Heritage.
Right. And it's a return to kind of, I guess, their roots.
Well, yeah, if it's called Yorkshire style, because that's where they are up in Yorkshire County. The Yorkshire. I mean, Shire is the county.
Right.
So
you do know it's pronounced Yorkshire.
I know it's pronounced
Okay.
Yorkshire.
Okay. Like,
I mean,
like Worcestershire.
Right. I mean, I got family there.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure you knew that. I couldn't imagine that you didn't.
Right. That's where my granddaughter went to
Right.
grad school in Sheffield, which is part of Yorkshire.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, Yorkshire. And that's where we're going to be going when we go to England next year. Yorkshire.
Yorkshire.
Because that's where Rowan is.
Okay.
We'll fly into London, but yeah, it'll be awesome. So in this collection, we have wonderful designers. You've got, the ones you would expect. We've got Martin Story and Lisa Richardson, and there's a couple pieces by Georgia Farrell, Chloe Thurlow.
Right.
Yep. Vive Ulrich has become kind of a fixture. We've got a piece by Kay Fassett and, some new ones. Ooh, Florence Sperling. She had a piece in the last season. So very fun.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, I guess, traditional techniques.
Yes, when I was looking through the preview of the thing, yeah, it is very, very traditional kind of stuff with a little modern twist to it,
Yeah.
But there's a lot of color work, and which is very traditional for that part of the country, that part of the world, part of England.
A lot of
Great
felted
Britain.
tweed.
Yeah, a lot of felted tweed. Yeah, so it's very pleasing to my eye. So I was having fun going through the various pictures, looking at them and saying, "Ooh, I like that one."
I don't think it looks stuffy though.
No, I don't think so. I used to say that British colors were sort of blah, but they have actually put in much more color, much more brightness to the things. The colors that have come out, and they do have some new colors to the felted tweed.
Oh my gosh! We have 8 new
and
colors
so
of felted tweed.
it's no longer drab. It's not drab anymore.
No.
We used to joke about you could always tell who was from Britain because they were wearing colors that we go, but not anymore. I mean, they have really brightened up the palette.
Yeah. Sharon was talking about it when she was doing sort of this overview presentation to store owners and the team. And she talked about the colors being inspired by the moors and the heather. So you've got a lot of green, you've got a lot of, you know, rich, rusty kind of red that you see in the lichen and the moss, and that purple.
And the purples of the colors that you see if you look out on the moors. You know.
Right. So I guess we should get to it.
Okay.
All right, let's get to it.
So let's do it.
Okay, there we are.
And
all right. So this is a cover, and I just love this model. I think she's so fabulous and so very, very British looking. And Northern English.
Northern England.
With the red hair.
The red hair, right.
Yeah.
Northern England and Irish.
Right.
Know, the red. Mm-hmm.
And look at that tree and everything. So that's the cover. Mm-hmm. So we'll just sort of go through them and talk about them. And I would love to hear your comments. So tell us what you like, what you don't like. Okay, this is my favorite. It's not the first one in the magazine, but I put it first because
she liked it. I knew you had talked about that one earlier, that you liked that one. Right?
Yeah. So this is just an oversized drop-shouldered sweater, and I'm pretty sure she used duplicate stitch in that for, you know, or some kind of little embroidery thing going on. This is very Erica Knight. You know, she sort of does those things that are a little kind of off, you know, and normally they're not really my style, but this one I think it's amazing. Yeah, I love that one. Bankfield, so that's kind of cool. All right. Airedale.
So, and this one is, this is done sideways, right? I believe.
Ooh,
is it done sideways?
I think it is. Have a look in the magazine.
Let me look in the magazine.
Yeah.
Airedale.
This one's worked in Alpaca Soft DK, so you know it's going to be lovely to work. Stranded. It's got an interesting construction. Ginny's looking up. I wasn't even thinking that it was worked sideways, but I think you're absolutely right. And there's no seam at the sleeve. So that makes sense that it would be sideways. There might be a seam at the side there.
Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, maybe it just kind of looks sideways.
I think it is worked sideways. What does it say?
Okay.
Have a look. Okay. But definitely stranded.
No, it's working backwards and forwards, backs and fronts. Work sideways, yes.
Yeah,
backs and fronts work sideways.
Good
I am so good.
You are good.
Whoa.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It just,
yes. Yeah. So that's all kind of in one piece, yes?
Yes. Yeah. What it says is, they're working sideways, beginning at the left cuff, right?
Yeah.
So you're doing this whole thing, and
they're going to have a seam here at this point.
At this point,
right?
Yeah, probably, right.
So I know that Rowan is looking at being a little more attuned to the desire for seamless. I don't think they'll ever be 100% seamless, but you'll definitely see more seamless than previously. Okay, this is just a little scarf by Chloe Thurlow.
Right.
Super cute. Again, in Alpaca Soft DK. Have you worked that stranded, Ginny? The Alpaca Soft DK?
No, I have not worked Alpaca Soft DK in a stranded pattern. But I can imagine it would go really well because I love Alpaca Soft DK. I mean, it's just a nice yarn to work with.
So soft.
And it's quite warm. So this is going to be very warm because it's in the round. So that's a double layer that you're looking at. And so it's going to be, that's going to take you through a fair amount of our local weather here.
Right, right. Very pretty.
Yeah.
Lots of stranding again. So this is Martin's story. This is very sweet. Oh, I lied. I said that was a set-in sleeve. It's not. That's
dropped.
That's a drop shoulder.
It's a drop shoulder.
Yeah, you can
right.
see that
drop
right
shoulder.
there.
Yep.
I think I must have looked at the schematic. I think it must be slightly shaped at the top.
Benyons.
The sleeve, yeah. But this again is an Alpaca Soft DK. It looks like just plain stripes, but if you look at it close up, you see that in the stripes there's this whole little patterning stitch, which I think, see, look at, it is a set-in sleeve.
It is a set-in, but it's low. It's low.
Yeah, so it's a set-in sleeve, but it's a set-in sleeve that is dropped.
Dropped,
so I don't know what you call that.
Yeah.
See, Yeah,
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
I guess it's a modified drop shoulder, so it doesn't come all the way. But anyway, fun to knit. I love that little collar, right? So it's got some interesting technique going on there.
Yeah, and it definitely has the a bunch of knit purl striping going on.
Yeah, it's like an alternate between ribbing and garter stitch.
Right.
I think that makes a pretty little pattern.
Right.
Yeah, very nice. And wouldn't it be fun to play with the colors on that? You wouldn't have to do those colors.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to do those colors, but which they're very, the gray, gold, and white are very popular colors. But I could see it in
red, gray, and white. Let me guess.
Oh well. What am I wearing tonight?
Black and gray. Ginny is so colorful. Says the woman who wears winter white and black.
Right.
Okay, this is by Lisa Richardson. It's called Bramley. This is a super cute little vest.
Yes, that's really cute. I thought when I was looking through these things, I like vests, and this is really cute. We're looking at.
Okay, so Amelia says Benyons is cute, and the pattern looks fun. Yes, texture looks fun, but it's not too busy, Amelia, right? But I think it would be absolutely fun to knit. I know that's kind of your bag. Maria asks, she says she's never worked with Alpaca Soft DK. Is it itchy? I don't think so at all.
I don't think it's itchy, and you're talking, I'm somebody who had issues the whole time I was growing up of wearing wool and eczema and, itchy stuff, and I don't find Alpaca Soft DK a problem at all.
Yeah.
But I will warn you, it's warm. It is warm.
Well, yeah. Alpaca 6 times
Alpaca
warmer
is
than
warm.
wool. Yeah.
It's warm.
And it's soft. It's a beautiful
It's very
soft yarn.
yeah. But it's it's really nice yarn to work with.
Yeah. I think this is felted tweed though.
Yeah, this is felted tweed, and
Yeah.
I think this is just cute. I mean, it's got a lot of stuff going on there with those patterns, and but I don't think any of them look too difficult because I mean it's typical. There's only 2 colors going on in any single row.
So this is what you would call more traditional Fair Isle style.
Yeah. So if there's just 2 colors, that's easy to manage. That's very easy to manage.
This is pretty colorful too.
Yes, it's very colorful.
Yeah. I don't think I would change the colors in that. I think I would just go with, what she's got.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a super cute little sweater. I would never in a million years wear that.
I know.
It's not my style. I just can't. Well, it's too busy.
It's too busy. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
but
too
I
busy.
think it's beautiful for someone else.
See, we're pretty darn honest here.
We are honest.
So
this is pretty. I would knit this.
See, that's really interesting because this is very manly to me.
Yeah.
It's very, and although I like things that are kind of traditional and tailored and stuff, this is just
Too manly for you.
too boring.
Too boring.
I like the other one better.
Is
I
it
like the
too
previous
boring
one.
to do or too boring to wear?
I think it just doesn't, I just think it's too boring. Not necessarily to.
Is it the colors?
No, I think it's just the fact that there's, not much going on there. At least it doesn't look like there's much going on.
See, now I would definitely have thought you would knit this and wear
Yeah, I
this.
know. And I was looking at it, I thought Ellen's going to think this is my favorite, but it's just kind of blah to me.
Yeah.
But
I think the way they've styled it here with these ruffled sleeves helps a lot. To keep it
you've got the ruffled sleeve on,
right.
Yeah.
And when you take a garment like this and you put it with like a crisp white blouse, it does look very, very manly. I mean, which is not a bad thing. I mean, that's a great look. It's not one I pull off well, but it's a great look. But if you wanted to soften it, whatever sleeve you put with that could be great. Let's see. Where's Amelia?
Bridge.
Oh, she's talking. Okay, what does Amelia say?
It looks interesting to knit, but I'd choose different colors. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
What colors would you choose? You'd have plenty of options because Felted Tweed is now up in the 60 color palette Oh, unbelievable. Beautiful. Okay, this one. Look up this one. I didn't have the magazine while I was doing this together.
Okay.
So this is Felted Tweed and Alpaca Classic. And it's just a great big giant, oversized, drop-shouldered garment. But it has so much going on. So is this intarsia and stranded, or what all going on?
All right, let's see. Yes, Fair Isle and intarsia techniques.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
So, Morgan pattern. Okay. Well.
Oh my. Okay, I'm just going to make us big here. Hang on a second so you can show that. Okay, show it up. Up there. Look at that. This is unbelievable. This is the chart for that. In case you need a challenge. That's fabulous. It is so cute. That would give me a headache.
Okay. So on this one, the spines of the leaves, I think you would best be putting in one extra piece of yarn and carrying it around, you know, just as an extra that you would, you know, float back and forth, because the rest of the stuff looks, on a quick look, I mean, I haven't studied this because I didn't have a chance to see this. It looks like it's pretty standard of the two colors, but you have that third color that's coming through just for the spines of the
And
leaf.
the leaves are they
Those,
intarsia?
well, you see, there's two colors coming through here. See?
Oh,
So,
yes.
they're-
Okay, all right.
I mean, you're in one section, you've got like two different colors than you have in the other section, you know, so, yeah.
This kind of pattern gives me a headache. I think it's beautiful, and if somebody wanted to knit it for me, I would happily wear it. But I am never, ever, ever going to knit that in a million years.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Okay, back at it. Okay, I love it. It's beautiful, Lisa, but it is just not realistic for me.
Right.
Maybe Amelia would knit that. Amelia, would you knit that? Okay, this is the one we were just talking about.
Oh, yeah,
just before
Carr.
we went on. Okay, so this is Carr, and this is in what she calls a brioche rib. And Ginny looked it up, and it is.
It's a fisherman rib, which it means instead of, if you know, doing the brioche where you're doing the slip yarn over kind of thing, brioche, the fisherman rib is a knit one below. So it's less mind bending, I guess, than strict, standard brioche.
It's equally mind-bending when you have to take it out, though, because
When
when
you
you
have to
take
take
it
it
out,
out,
you've
yeah.
got to slip and yarn over.
You have to make sure that there are, two. But, when you're doing a knit one below, you're basically carrying a stitch like you have slipped it, over. So it's over 2 rows. So what you see in these pictures here is those knit stitches are actually over 2 rows.
Yeah, that's
So-
what makes it so stretchy.
Yeah. So
This is cute, though.
it is. It's very cute.
It's cropped, and it's got this sort
Right.
of puffy sleeve, which I think is very updated.
And I think for me, a fisherman rib goes really pretty quickly.
Well, you
So-
did that one last season.
I did one, yeah. I
last
did
winter.
a pullover, yeah, that was a fisherman rib, and it works up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Because you are basically, kind of, you're knitting below, so you're, I don't know, it just
Seems to go
seems
fast.
to go faster.
And this is knit in Alpaca Classic, so it will be nice and light.
Yeah.
Yep. Denise likes Carr. Amelia says she's not going to knit me that other one because she doesn't like intarsia. Oh well. It's okay. I love you, Amelia.
Yeah.
I think this is cute.
Yeah.
And that would be nice and light.
It would in the Alpaca Classic, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Craven. Lisa Richardson again. Alpaca Classic.
Okay.
Very light, but oh my goodness, this is so huge.
It is really, I think it's interesting, the inches that you put up there.
I just couldn't believe it. Okay, so their smallest size, 2-fit bust is 28 to 32, and the finished measurement of the smallest size is 68. So if you're looking at, like, say, 28, that is 40 inches of positive ease, which, you know, means that it's coming way, way down. Look how far down on her arm that comes. So the sleeve is really tiny. And I tend to like Lisa Richardson's happening to my feed. The way she's standing, you're just not getting the you're not getting the fact that it droops.
Yeah, you know, this is one of those ones that's just kind of a lot of fabric, and I'm not a real fan of the oversized things like this, and so this was not one of the ones that I kind of marked as a favorite as I was going through the preview. So, and Ellen has left me. She's doing something.
I realized that I forgot to plug in our Ethernet, so we're on Wi-Fi, and that's not good.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to plug in Ethernet here.
Okay.
So can you click? You can click that to the next one.
I can flip that. How do I do that?
Okay. Hang on.
You know, I don't use.
You don't lose the computer.
I don't. I know. I still use a mouse. I'm a, you know.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm a troglodyte.
You're not a troglodyte. You know.
I am.
Okay. All better. All right. So now we're logged in. Okay. So that one's Craven. I would love to hear your thoughts on Craven. For a plus
size lady.
Well, I mean, it's interesting to sort of think about this. I mean, how do you choose a size for this? Craven isn't elegant at all. No. Well said, my darling.
Perhaps it's Craven. Maybe that's why they named it.
I don't know. I mean, a lot of people really love this look, and it just doesn't work for me. So, yeah, way too big for me. Yeah, Sandy's so tiny anyway. Yeah, so not a plus size lady and not for a petite size lady.
We would have trouble finding you, Sandy, if you had this on.
Yeah. Yeah. I think generally this is tough, but yeah. Okay, moving on. Dalton.
Okay.
All right, so Annika Andrea, is it Volka, maybe?
Volka.
So she's a kind of a newer designer.
Yeah, I haven't seen her name before in those things, or at least I haven't noticed that her name has been in there before.
She's done some stuff.
Right,
I think this is really pretty. This is in Felted Tweed and Alpaca Classic, and I think that she's, you know, that combination gives you some nice fuzzy. I was going to say that she's sort of known for in the round, but this is a pieced garment.
Yeah, this is very classic. Talk about, you know, alpaca. This is a classic design.
Yeah.
So if you look at it.
Doesn't that speak to the whole concept of the colors, the green?
Yeah, the green, right.
And the yellow.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the background. She just kind of pulls the colors from the background that they have her in.
So pretty. I think that's lovely. All right, Digley. Okay. This reminds me of the one from last season. Do you remember that? Canyon.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I think Galena Carroll is a newer designer. She's not one whose name I've seen a million times, but this is cute.
Yeah.
This would be also so light to wear.
Yeah, if it's just in the Alpaca Classic. Yeah. Which is kind of interesting because Alpaca Soft DK is very, very warm, but I think the Alpaca Classic, because of the fact that it's kind of open and it's just so much lighter.
It's that construction.
It's the construction of the yarn.
It's the construction with it. It's that blown. So it's alpaca fibers blown into a knitted cotton tube. So it just weighs nothing at all. But I think this is pretty. Tell me if you remember Canyon from last winter. It reminds me of that very much. See if I can find that later, but you don't want me to leave you. Okay, Ellerby. Florence Sperling, like I said, we've seen her. Her design was on the cover of the spring magazine. Do you remember? Yeah.
So I think this is kind of cute. I like, I think it's is that a top-down one? Yeah.
So this Estonian inlay concept. Actually, Tanis Gray is coming in November, and she's going to be doing a class on this technique, which I think is very fun and very cool. This is pretty. And I think it's different. So for those of you who are looking for or especially enjoy kind of that learning new techniques, I think this would be a good one.
Yeah.
You might even do it.
I might.
You might.
I might.
Yeah, it's your color. Denise, I'm not a fan of Craven either. She doesn't like it. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, Georgia Farrell. She did this. This is a top down. You can see. I think this is kind of nice. The way the raglan line sort of accentuates those stripes.
Yep. Definitely, you know, that you can manage that in the round.
Look at this. Look at this right here. Look at the pretty finish on that. She's got a turned button band, which I think is such an elegant, you know, method of finishing.
Oh, yeah.
Do you see that?
Yes.
Can you guys see that? I think that's beautiful. So, Denise likes Digsby and Ellerby. If I could tolerate sleeves right now, I'd consider Ellerby. Is that last one?
Yeah.
Ellerby. Yes. Yes. Well, sleeves is a little warm still.
Although it was nice and cool today.
It was
lovely
beautiful today. Yeah. We did have those high days of 90 last week, but maybe we're kind of getting toward
It
fall.
was like Labor Day came and the weather changed here.
So if you're an in the round gal, top down, this would be something that you would enjoy in the felted tweed. And again, this would be fun to play with colors. You could use those, the kind of the cream and the gray, and then just the two a dark and a light gray, and then that sort of creamy.
The creamy color, and then do two others that could, actually three others that will pop in there.
Right. Purples or whatever, reds.
Maybe, whatever, yes.
Pinks.
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 Yes. Shocking, I know, right? Globe. Okay, can you look this up? I didn't look this up. This again is Lisa Richardson. I can't tell whether that is intarsia. Doesn't that look sort of like, what's that technique? The Argyle?
The Argyle thing?
Is that stranded or intarsia? The sleeves are striped. And she's done this in felted tweed. I love
here it is.
the
Although it's over
V-neck.
here. On page 101. Okay, let me find it quick. 101. Okay.
So what is
are
it?
we
So
doing
set
here?
in sleeve.
Set in sleeve.
Are you noticing a trend? I'm definitely seeing a trend toward more set in sleeves because they have a closer fit. I mean, not all of them, of course, but is it stranded? I think this would have to be stranded.
So you are joining in, it says joining in and breaking off colors as required.
What?
So you are changing your colors. Yes, because this is not your typical, I think you have three colors going on instead of just two colors.
So non-traditional.
Non-traditional, yeah. So again, the way it looks here.
Oh, that's stranded for sure.
Yeah, you might be carrying an extra piece of yarn, you know, to do those that one row, the dark brown that you see there, the darker brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you've got the diamond shapes going on in the main part, and then just the striping in the sleeves. So it's an interesting concept.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I don't think this would be a very good beginner stranded project, but if
Absolutely not.
If you're comfortable with stranding and you could manage three colors, a lot of K facet stuff has three colors.
Yes,
or
I know.
more.
Or more
in a row.
Yeah.
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 All right.
But he just does little pieces of yarn.
So Anna is saying this winter I much prefer the softly tailored book. Yes, that does have a lot of beautiful designs in it, Anna. We were just looking at that and wondering, it should have been part of this magazine. That would have been a nice
but it's a
second
separate,
story.
It's a separate booklet,
Yeah.
yes.
But that is, I agree with you 100%, darling. I think absolutely those are nice. All right, let's see where we are. Okay, this is the one color options. Right, one of them has like a million colors and one of them has like 5 colors. I think this is the one with more colors. Anyway, very cute, very cave. Okay, do you think the globe could be knitted as a vest? Betty wants
Without
to
the
know.
sleeves?
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably. Why not? Yeah.
Why not indeed?
Right.
Is this globe?
Globe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
You
sure.
could knit globe without that. And then just pick up and do that same trim around the armhole that you did at the
Right.
neckline. Yes, absolutely. You
Yeah.
could do that, Betty.
Yeah.
So there's Kate's pretty little thing.
Yeah.
Anna Hall. I think this is knitted in the round. Maybe not. Anna Hall typically you knit her thing in the cotton, right? In the round.
I think so.
I like this. I think this is
I need
very
to find
sweet.
where. Here it is. Okay.
But again, I need to
108.
get away from knitting things that don't. I can't wear that neckline, so I have to stop with that. This is not knitted in the round. Okay, this is not knitted in the round.
No.
Yep.
Oh.
Harcourt, very drop shoulder. This is pretty.
Yes, I liked this one when I was looking at it.
Very classic.
Very classic.
I think that's nice.
Yes, a nice cardigan that it could be a grab whenever you need it.
In any color. You could have it in
yeah,
a
in any color.
neutral
Yep.
or have it in a pop color.
Yep.
Yeah, very pretty.
I thought this was cute too.
I love
like
this.
I like the patterning, the stitch patterns, of course.
Right.
You know, you got all that stuff going on. You know, with the little cables, and you got the moss stitch in there, and you know, I just thought that was kind of cute.
This is a very traditional Martin Story kind
Yes,
of feel.
yeah,
Very ladylike little sweaters. Again, I think I wrote about that in the newsletter, that it's sort of a return
Yeah.
to that kind of style. And you're seeing it not just here, but in, you know, in ready to wear, in the
Yeah.
stores. Again, this is Lisa Richardson. It's got the super oversized shape. Not quite as oversized
Not as big as the other
Craven.
one, right?
No, but big. But this would be fun to do. I think that's interesting how they've used this garter stitch. I don't know how that works, because garter stitch and cables have such a different row gauge, but they've made it work here.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, drop shoulder, Alpaca Soft DK. I love this one.
Again, that's very, very traditional looking with the
Do you think?
the stranding. I do. I like, and it's bigger. Like it's a traditional kind of thing, but it's blown up.
I see what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, I guess what I like about this is the shape of the garment. I love that V-neck. I love that it's cropped. It's a little boxy, but not too boxy.
not too boxy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really good looking. I might even be tempted to knit that.
Okay.
We'll see. All right, this is Brandon Mabley, and he does colorful, sort of basic shapes. And this is very traditionally Brandon, don't you think?
Yes. I remember when we had Brandon on the Zoom call. Yeah, definitely. The striping.
Yeah.
And just that he likes color. He likes color.
Right, he does. And I think this would be fun. You know, honestly, I would love to sell you a kit, but you probably have some scraps of felted tweed. If you've knit anything in felted tweed,
Right.
you could just use whatever and,
Right.
you know, change whenever. Because that's a very cave kind of concept.
I
Just
think
to
so, yeah.
randomly stripe. You know, this would be fun. I would say pick 6 colors you like, or 8 or whatever.
Right, or whatever, right? Whatever
And
you got
just
around,
play with
that
it.
all will complement each other. They don't need to be in the same color category, but they do need to complement each other. And I think it's interesting, that we go from the Lisa Richardson thing, which has 20 inches of ease,
Right.
to this, which is a really relatively close fit. So
Yeah. I think it's very pretty.
Does that tell us that fashion is all over the place this year?
Maybe, yeah. Yeah. What about this one?
I like this one too.
Yeah.
This is a vest, as I said. I like the vest. This was one of the ones that I marked as, it's a little cardigan vest, and it's stranded. And again, it's sort of very geometric.
Does this look manly to you? Does this look masculine?
It could be, but it's okay. I don't know what it was about the other one, but this doesn't strike me that way. Maybe it was the color choices.
Maybe.
But I think that this I think I haven't looked at the pattern because I haven't seen the patterns until tonight. It looks like it would be a relatively easy beginning stranded, because of the fact that it's very geometric of squares. You're not working with circles and flowers and petals,
right,
and that sort of thing.
Right,
Yeah.
it's symmetrical.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And even though you've got a lot of different patterns going on, they're not happening at the same time.
They're not happening at the same time, and they are pretty. It looks like it's more like 2 or 3 stitches, and then you're changing color, and then you're doing 2 or 3 stitches. So your floats are going to be manageable.
Right.
So.
Yes, Amelia likes the colors in this. She's my purple girl.
Yeah.
I think this portion right here, it's so cute. It's like gingham.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost sort of, I don't know, a little bit of country.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe they used a piece of gingham to kind of work the pattern. When they were doing the design, of looked at a piece of fabric and said, "Ooh, let's go with this. Let's make it knit."
It has kind of a woven feel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty. She did a nice job. Okay, this one definitely is top down in the round.
Mm-hmm.
Felted tweed, a little bit of stranding.
Right. Just little,
Mm-hmm.
So, it's cute. It's cute. It's a lot of stockinette in there.
This is Quail Studios offering, again, and with the very traditional.
Right.
Is that a Fair Isle pattern or more of a Nordic? Looks pretty traditional.
It looks pretty traditional, with little, sort of crosses and stripes, and
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that's cute.
And I kind of like the solid sleeves on there.
Why?
Of the whole thing that comes down. I don't know. Just, and I would guess that there's a reason for it, because it would be kind of difficult to switch from that horizontal patterning across the body to something vertical and going down. So, there is a vertical look for the sleeve because there's the ribbing on there, but I like the way they've done it.
Yeah, it gives it a modern flair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so too. Hi there. All right, let's see where we are. This is Arnett and Carlos. They have a matching cowl and hat. There's the hat, and they go together. So super cute. I bet they'll be promoting that.
Yeah.
Yep, so that's fun. That was odd, even though I'm plugged in. So, okay, I think this is seamless. Can you bring up the
pattern
schematic on that? Yeah.
Sure.
But this is a lot of fabric, and you would think, oh my gosh, that's going to be so heavy. But in the Alpaca Classic, I think it would be very nice and floaty. It wouldn't be heavy at all. It has those big balloon sleeves. Do you like this? I think this is lovely. It's okay if you hate it.
I don't hate it. I just don't think I would find the sleeves comfortable.
No?
Let's just put it that way. I would probably be pushing them up my arm all the time to get rid of all of that extra fabric.
Right.
Now,
So Nancy
Rita,
likes
you were
it.
asking about, balloon sleeves over the cuff, so here you go.
Yeah, I love them. I think it's a very elegant. Yeah. But the problem, of course, for me is how do you style them? She's got that on with, slim pants tucked into boots. So you would have to wear something kind of narrow at the bottom, whether that was a slim sort of pencil skirt or
Right. Probably
straight
those new
pants.
wide leg jeans aren't going to work.
No, not so much. But I do think the sleeves are pretty. If you did a little shorter, then you could give it a half tuck and it would look okay. But I think it's so pretty. And that color, oh my gosh. Beautiful, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I like the color. The color is pretty.
Okay, seamless.
Here we go.
Erica Knight. Different than Brandon's.
I'm going to say it's interesting because the colors almost look like the colors that Brandon used. Because I noticed that when I was looking through them and thinking, wait a minute, I've seen this before.
Right.
No, I really haven't seen it before, but
No, it's similar, but not exactly.
Right.
So seamless, top down, stripes, Cute. I think this is beautiful. So this is Springfield by Chloe Thurlow in Alpaca Soft, and I think really pretty.
Right.
Look at this tiny little cable detail.
Yep. And it's, on the front and back as well. So
Nice and cropped. See, Donna likes the balloon sleeves too.
Yeah.
These things that we like, they're so incredibly impractical, but I don't care. I don't care. This is cute, cropped, and I think that's just very stylish. That would be easy to wear with the current pant shape, right? Okay, a couple more. All right, this is the only crochet offering in the book.
And I like this. I'm not a crocheter, but I do like the look of this. So
Yeah, I like it too. And even though, we think of crochet being heavy and whatnot, it's okay. In the Alpaca Classic, it can be nice and light.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really pretty. Oh, I was interested in this. This is Sunny Bank, and this is basically a great big wrap, and it's got armholes in it. So it's just a long
right
rectangle worked in, stripes of Alpaca Classic. But it looks to me like right here, like there are short rows. Does she talk about short rows?
Just says wrapped, divide for armholes.
Does she have wrap and turn or anything? Or is it just...
No, I think she just leaves stitches on a holder. Okay. I'm scanning through this as quickly as I possibly can read.
I just don't know how she got this shape right here. Do you see that?
Slipping back. There's wrap stitch. Yeah, you do have some wrap stitches
good.
on there.
Okay.
Work the wrap stitch.
Short
Yes,
rows.
work the wrap stitch. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, see, there we go. We got wrap stitch, note and turn. Yep. Yes, definitely.
Yes, Claudia, absolutely. I think that texture is lovely in there. I knew that was you. Yeah, that would be pretty fun.
Yeah.
If you like just playing with color. All right. Trefriw. Kidsilk. This is the only Kidsilk Haze garment in the magazine.
Right.
Super basic, little waist shaping. I think that's very pretty.
Yeah.
Now that is single strand, so you've got some busy to do on that.
Yeah.
So very cute. Just a basic. This is a wardrobe basic. I think this would be just something lovely to have, to put on when you want something nice and light. I would probably do it in winter white. Shocking, I know, right?
Right.
And this is the last one, Erica Knight, Woodhouse.
Right.
This bow thing, very big this season. I have seen a ton of pieces, whether they're jackets or sweaters or blouses with this big soft bow on it. And I think, excuse me, I think Erica really sort of has her finger on the pulse of the style thing. You know, cute little patch pockets. Yeah. So that is magazine 76. And yeah, it is, as I think many of you noticed, it is very traditional. It does not have the feel of the some of the others, as Anna pointed out, the softly tailored, which has a completely different vibe.
Yes.
You know?
So, but you know, the nice thing is that there are lots and lots of choices. Of the other magazines and booklets have come in, and we've had a chance to kind of, you know, leaf through them, and so they're, I mean, mostly the smaller ones are specific to yarns, and so you know, it's left like the 4 project things.
Yeah.
You know, so but you know, there's lots of choices out there for this winter.
Yeah, there are. And I think what we'll do is maybe we'll just do another video like this and talk about softly tailored. It'll be shorter, and we'll just look at those designs and kind of walk through them, because I think it's important. I mean, we do this so that you can sort of know what the specs are on these garments, you know, because if you don't have the magazine, you're not going to know.
I mean, the magazine's been around for many, many years. You know, given that this is issue 76, but you know, but they came out with like the edition 1, edition 2. This year we have edition 4.
Right.
Again, you know, the patterns are different. Yeah.
Right.
In there, they have a different vibe.
Yeah. Why is my thing going out like that?
What?
Okay, Anna had a question about the name of the first vest.
The first vest was the one that I liked, or
Bramley.
that one? Bramley, yes. There was Bramley, and then there was Bridge. Bramley I liked, Bridge I was sort of eh.
This one is Bramley. Is this
Right.
the one, Anna? Yeah. So I think that's really cute.
Right.
Right. So we will do. So there. Interestingly enough, Donna, the mode book. There isn't a mode book this season. Mode is its own brand this season, and that's super exciting. We'll be talking a lot about that this this month. And next week we'll be back with a look at the Mode yarns. So it's so exciting. Mode is a complete sub-brand now with its own 6 yarns.
And there's a collection of patterns, but not
in a book.
Not in
They're
a book, but
all
there's a
individual.
collection of patterns, and a lot of them, you know, a lot
Yeah.
of patterns. So
Right.
with the new yarns. You know.
Yeah.
So
A lot of patterns.
yeah.
You know. So and you can get them digitally, or you can get them paper copy if you want.
Single patterns.
Single patterns. So.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about it. I think there are a few things in there that I would probably knit. Certainly the Bankfield. Right? I mean, you know, they say at this price, if there are 3 garments in there that you like, it's worth getting the magazine. But I like having them because the magazines, the patterns are not available outside the magazine. So if you decide later that you want it and it's out of print, you know, that makes me a little crazy.
You got to go hunt. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh, good. So, okay. So, well, thank you for being here.
Thank you for asking me
Yes,
again.
of course. And thank you guys for being here. It's a pleasure to see you, and I really enjoy having you. So, thank you for joining us. And we'll see you next week.
Okay.
All right. Good
Bye-bye.
night.